So, hello everyone, this is me Daisy May Mondejar from the Btled HA2A. So, for today's video, I will be discussing my assigned topic about the fish processing technology. So, in the first slide, as you can see, nadire fish preservation technique. So, there are 6 techniques on how to preserve the fish now. So, the first one is freezing. So, utilize a quick freezing methods to maintain fish quality. So, it involves rapidly reducing the temperature of the fish to below 0 degrees Celsius, and this slow down the enzymatic activity and microbial growth, which are the primary cause of the spoilage. No? So, before nimo siyang i-freeze, ibutang sa freezer ang isda, nasa siya way, no? Nasiyay buhaton una before nimo siya ibutang sa freezer. So, imuha first kung di mo buhaton is i-prepare nimo ang fish. For example, maning isda, no? So, imong i-prepare, imuhang limpyuhan. Then, sunod, you need to quick freeze. So, use a blast if available na siya sa imuhang freezer, and to para ang fish is quickly as possible to minimize the ice crystal para dili siya makanaganing mapuno jud siya sa ice, no? And then next is kanang package properly. So imuha jud ni siyang before nimo isud sa ref is imuha siyang is i-wrap og tarong, i-wrap nimo og kanang tightly, no, kay before nimo isud sa ref. And then also you need to store correctly. So i-maintain nimo ang iyahang temperature sa imuhang freezer, no, sa negative 18 degree Celsius. And the next one is salting. So apply occurring salts to fish for extended shelf life. So before nimo isud sa ref or sa freezer, ang kaning isda imuha na siyang butangan og salt, no? And same sa freezing, i-prepare nimo ang fish, no, gilimpyuhan man to nimo. So imuhang applyan og salt before nimo ibutang sa ref. So i-apply nimo ang salt nya curing time, and then ang curing time is to allow the fish to cure the specific period of depending on the size or type of the fish, no? Nakadepende na siya. And the next one is rinse and dry. So paughon nimo siya after curing, imuha siyang i-rinse of excess salt and dry the fish, no? The next one is ang smoking. So a smoking, it is a use of smoke to enhance the flavor while preserving the fish. So there are 2 types of smoking, the hot smoking and the cold smoking, no? And kaning smoking, it is used to smoke which contains the preservative compounds to both flavor and preserve the fish. So katong ihang 2 types, katong cold smoking and the hot smoking. Ang cold smoking, it is kaning done at the temperature below 30 degree Celsius, while ang hot smoking, it is done a higher temperature to cook the fish while smoking it. The next one is the canning. So canning is to seal the fish in airtight containers for a long-term storage, no? So ang canning, it is involved a sealing of fish, no, in airtight containers and applying heat to kill the bacteria and creates a vacuum seal. So imuha gyapon to siyang i-prepare ang fish, imuhang i-pack sa jars, then ada nimo og liquid like oil, water, or brines. Mao na siya imuhang ibutang, then seal the jars, no? Seal the jars with the canning lids and rings, and then process the jars in a pressure canner at the correct pressure, no? Dili sad kapatuyang og butang og buot-buot og kanang wala kay exact, no, nga temperature sa imuhang kanang pag canning. And also naadira ang drying. So the drying, it is a remove moisture from fish to inhibit the bacterial growth. So, sample isda ni, you need to dry it para mawagtang to ang baho niya, and also dili siya lang og nga ibutang sa ref, no, kay manimaho man gud na siya. And drying is to place the fish, no, place the fish in a ventilated, no, area with low humidity, and sun drying is a common. So kasagaran ka nagay magbuwad, kabantay mo anak kanang taplin sa baybay is if magbuwad sila is butangan ang lag-asin, no, syempre butangan ang lag-asin katong butangan nag salting, then after ana ila butang sa nana sila ibutanganan, and then adto nila ipamutang ang isda. So ilahatong ibuwad sa sun or abtan pa nagpila ka days or one week manguro na para muuga jud siya, and then igluto ana kagumkong kay na kabat ka ng mga buwad, kabantay mo ingon ana na siya. And then dapat if imo na siya ibuwad dito, imo na ibuwad sa init, bantay na nimo dito kay basig buta kanang kanuna sa iring, no. So i-monitor nimo ang imuhang gibuwad nga fish. And next one is the vacuum packaging. So vacuum packaging is to eliminate the air by vacuum sealing to prolong the freshness. So it removes the air from the packaging to prevent the oxidations and inhibit the growth of aerobic bacteria. So in vacuum packaging, nasad siya unsa nimo pag-preserve, no, katong i-prepare nimo ang isda, then i-package nimo, and then i-seal nimo, no, kailangan i-seal dyan na nimo, and then use a vacuum sealer to remove the air and seal the bag tightly. And mao to siya ang fish preservation technique: the freezing, the salting, the smoking, the canning, the drying, and vacuum packaging. So in the second slide, na-derive filleting and portioning the fish. So there are 4 on how to fillet and portioning the fish. So the first one is you need to inspect, and the second one cutting, portioning, and packaging ang last. So before ka mo proceed sa mga lain nga steps, no, you need to inspect. Kabantay mo ka na mo palit mo sa merkado, di ba? Inyuhang i-inspect before ninyo paliton. Panahon ninyo kung labas ba siya or dili. So you need to examine the fish for the quality and the redness before further processing. So i-check ninyo before mo palit. Mailhan man sad na sa iyahang texture, no? Kung labas ba siya or dubok na. And then the next one is the cutting. So in cutting, you kanang carefully cut along the spine to separate the flesh from the bone. So kabantay mo kanang magkilaw mo, di ba? Yun, for example, this is the fish. Then you cut this side, no? Imo ni i-cut ang tail from the head, and then sunod ana kung giunsa nimo pag-cut ari nga side, bali ana same gihapon kung giunsa nimo pag-cut. So imuha siyang ibuwag ang iyahang flesh sa iyahang bone para i-prepare ana, i-packaging ana, or ignay mo ang customer masatisfied, dili sila maghago na or mahasol. Kabantay mo ng sardines, di ba wala na siya mga bukog ang isda diha, and then kanasang magkilaw mo, kabantay mo nang magkilaw, di ba ang uban magkilaw is tangtangon nila ang bones or ila ibuwag ang bones kay para dili sila mabukog. So that is a cutting. And then the next one is portioning. So in portioning, you need to divide the fillets into specified sizes for packaging and sale. So you need to divide the fillets into a specific sizes, no? So naman na siya yung mga nakadepende na kung giunsa nimo pag-cut ang isda. So nara na sa imuha, nakadepende ra po na sa imuha. And to ensure on the wastage, use all parts of the fish, including the trimmings, on for stock or other products, no? And while you kanang portioning, naapod kay mga process. First one is imuhang trim. So trimming is the necessary. So trim any uneven edges or thin parts of the fillets. Then next is you need to cut. Imong i-cut ang fillets into portions based on the weight or the sizes of the sizes that nga gi-required. Then the consistency, di ba? So para ma-uniform siya ang iyang sizes, consistent ka kung giunsa nimo siya. And para masatisfied sad ang imuhang customers. Then packaging. So after that, imo na siyang i-package, imo na siyang i-sell into the portion in suitable materials to maintain the freshness and the quality of the fish. So sell the portion in suitable materials to maintain the freshness and quality. So nadira no, ang packaging, it is very important, no? Kaya bantay mo anang sardines, diba? Kuha naman na siya, no? Gisud naman siya dilata. So nasa na siya process, and then kaning akong report is usa na siya, mga process na siya, i-inspect, i-cut, i-portion, then i-package. And nasa na siya yung mga kanang ingredients nila kung unsay gipamutang, di ba? So how to package? So iyang mga materials kay mag-use siya og mga food grade plastic wrap. Then nakadepende na sa kung unsa ang imuhang kung unsa imuhang baligya or kung giunsa nimo ang fish, no? And in sealing, wrap the portion tightly to prevent the freezer burn and maintain the freshness. So yeah, atong consistency, dapat consistent ka. And labeling, so kabantay mo ng mga sardinas, diba na siya mga label sa iyahang isig ka side, no? So label is a very crucial pod in packaging. So label each package with the type of the fish or portion of weight and packaging date. So nadyo na yung mga expiration date dira ang nakabutang or kung kanus ana siya himo nila. Kabantay mo ng mga sardines, diba? Nana siya saluyo na dira ang process kung giunsa pod nila pagbuhat, na dry cold, na dry place kung asa niya gihimo, no? So the next one is the value addition in fish processing. So na dry gain, pain, customer job, volume up, pain relievers, key partners, and product and services. So let's start for kung unsa na siya. So ang value addition in fish processing, it refers to steps that taken to improve the quality, the appearance, and the shelf life, and also the market value of the fish products, no? Nakadepende na siya. And it is to transform the raw fish into more desirable, convenient, and higher price products that meeting the consumer's needs and increasing the profitability. So first one is the gain. So gain is to enhance the product quality, leading to higher market prices and demands, no? So it improving the quality, leading to higher market prices. So kani siya dako kani siya tabang kung nindot ang imuhang product, no? So it improving the product quality makes fish more appealing. Kabantay mo if nindot, if sa merkado, if labas dali ra jud siya mahalin, no? So it depends on you kung unsaon na nimo pag baligya ang fish, no? So next one is the pain. So pain inefficiencies in processing can lead to reduced profits and waste resources. So inefficiencies in processing reduces profits, no? So ang waste resources, well, and kanang mga spoilage decrease overall nga yield of iyahang revenue. So the next one is the customer job. So customer seek healthy, sustainable, and high quality fish products. So as a customer, napod kay job, and also nasad kay rules, no? Kung unsaon nimo pagpalit sa isda. So kabantay mo if mga tumog merkado is mamili jud mo kung kana siya is fresh pa ba, labas pa ba, and makita jud na nimo no ang iyang overall nga quality if ikaw ang mopalit mismo. Kay kung manugo ra ka ni abot lapas lang napalit, so mo reklamo jud ka do. Kung if you want a fresh fish, no, you need to buy it. You need to buy your kanang imuhang kaugalingon ba, di ka manugo, no, kay para satisfied ka sa imuhang gipalit. And the next one is the volume up. So volume up, it increase the shelf life through the proper preservation techniques and packaging. So, using a proper preservation techniques, like for example sa vacuum packaging or sa freezing, no, it increases the shelf of life sa kaisda, and the proper packaging techniques help to maintain the freshness of the fish and to attract the customers. So, if tarong na pagkabaligya, if tarong na pagka-package ang imuhang gibaligya, syempre danikod nimo ang imuhang customers nga mo palit ana, and also mas mo increase pa ang imuhang mo higher pa ang market nga kanang imuhang kita gani, and dako pa ka og ginansya once kanang imuhang mga gibaligya nga isda is fresh and also kanang tarong lang pud siya, no. And then next is the pain reliever. So, innovative processing methods to minimize waste and maximize yield, no? So, implementing the innovative processing methods minimizes waste and maximize the use of the entire fish, no? And also, for example no, kay turning the fish into a skin collagen or fish nga trimming into fish meal, no? So mao na siyang example. Then next one is the key partners. So in the collaboration with the suppliers and technology providers for operational efficiency. So kabantay mo anang mamaligya mo, so naa jud nay uban kanang gikan sa kanang mananagat, di ba? So naay mo palit nga mga labasira, then ila ibaligya dito sa merkado. So naasad na sila gitawag nga K-partners, kanang nag-maintain na sila in that kanang fisherman nga ato sila mo palit nya ang katong fisherman mag-maintain pud ato nga buyers para ang katong nga buyer is ihatong baligya sa merkado. So also kanang imuhang pag-collaborate is kanang nasad kay rules, no? Kung magig-collaborate ka, dili lang pud ka minal dita ngun ana. So mawad-an pud ka ana og buyers or customer, no? Di nakadepende na siya. So collaborating with the suppliers, technology providers and packaging companies improves the efficiency and the sustainability. So ang kaning pakig-partnership, no, it helps to provide better tools and resources for processing, no. So dako kay ni siya og tabang labi na sa pag-process sa lang mga sardines, ingon ana sila mga collaborations nga gitawag. Then the last one is the product and services. So offering a range of processed fish products tailored to consumer preference, no. So offering a variety of processed fish products such as fillets, smoked fish, or marinated nga fish tailored to customer preferences. So diversifies income and meets different market needs. So in the next slide na diray SWOT or the sustainability practices and fish processing, na strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So kaning sustainability practices in fish processing, it is of sustainability in fish processing involves the practices that can minimize the environmental impacts, no, that and also to ensure the ethical sourcing and support long-term viability of fish stocks and ecosystems. So the first one is the strength. So strength, innovative waste management techniques enhance our resources use efficiency in fish processing facilities. And ang kanisya is to implementing methods, no? Implementing methods to efficiency use the resources and reduce the waste in fish processing facilities. For example, converting the fish scraps into fresh meal or a fresh oil. So, using a wastewater treatment system to reduce the pollution. And then the next one is the use of mga renewable energy sources that significantly reduce the carbon footprints of operations. So, using anang mga renewable energy or your renewable energy sources, it can reduce no sa carbon nga footprint of operation. For example, ani installing anang mga solar panels to power processing plants using geothermal energy from heating and cooling. And then the next one is the weakness. So, first is high initial investment for sustainable technologies can deter smaller processor adopting them. So, the high upfront cost of implementing sustainable technologies can deter smaller processor from adopting them. For example, installing advanced wastewater treatment system or the energy efficient equipment, it requires a significant capital, no? Or a limited consumer. So, ang kaning limited consumer, it is the awareness about the benefits sustainable fish processing practice that exist, no? So, for example, the consumer may not fully understand or wala nila na appreciate ang value kung giunsa ang sustainably source of fish, no? Kung wala nila na understand kung giunsa pagpangisda, ingon ana. So, it can reduce the demand for the products, no? And then the next one is the opportunities. So, growing consumer demand for sustainably sourced seafood presents market expansion possibilities. So, for example, marketing fish products as sustainably a source to attract the customers or to attract the environmentally conscious consumer. And the government incentives for sustainable practices can support industry transition toward eco-friendly operations. So, for example, the tax breaks or the grants and subsidies for implementing sustainable practices and technologies. The last one is the threats. So, threats, regulatory changes could impose stricter compliance requirements, increasing operational costs significantly. So, for example, the new regulations, no? The new regulation on wastewater discharge or fishing practices could require costly upgrades or changes in operations, no? Then the environmental changes may affect the fish availability and impact processing sustainability. So, kani siya, for example, the climate change pollutions, no? The climate change or the pollutions and habitat destructions can reduce the fish stocks. So, affecting the sustainability of fish processing operations. So, for example, ani kaning katong nahitabo nga bagyo. So, di ba, naaato katong mga sa syudad is kuan ang isda dagsa, di ba? And uban nangamatay or di kato sang nahitabo nga nay nabutang sa dagat gani and nangamatay pud ang mga bangus nga isda. So, that is the environmental kanang problem nga maka-affect sa fish, no? So, that is the sustainability practices in fish processing, the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. So, next is the healthy and safety regulation. The first one is the personal protection. So, kanilang healthy and safety regulation, it kani siya is to design to protect the workers, dili lang sa kanang sealers but also sa workers from the injury, from the illness, prevent food contamination, and ensure the safe working environment. So, first one is personal protection. Ensure workers wear appropriate safety gear at all times. So, ensuring the worker safety, dapat naka-wear sila og mga safety gear at all times. So, example, ani no, kay kanang mag-prepare sa fish no, kay magamit jud na sila og gloves. Kanang nasa maghimo og sardines, di ba? Magkabantay mo tong sa picture sa pinakauna nga reporter. So, narito ang katong gloves sila. So, ang kanang gloves is to protect their hands para kanang dili nila makat, or for example, dili nila ma-abrasion or contamination ana, no? So, it can avoid the danger or the injuries nga makuha nila dito sa pag-process sa isda. So, the workers need to wear a proper good nga gisulot nila. Magsulot sila sa apron or kanang sa hair nila, and also kanang mag-cover na sila sa ilahang mouth, di ba? Or sa nose nila kanang mask, di ba? So, it is very important and crucial in the fish processing, no? The next one is the training program. So, conduct regular training on safety practices and regulation. So, conducting regular training for the workers on safety practices and regulation. So, for example, ani kanang mga workers nga practice sila the safety of the equipment operation, di ba? So, gitrain sila on how to safely operate the machine. Dili lang sila kay wala sila. For example, ako is worker ko, then hanas na ko, and also need pasad ko og kanang mga training program para mas mo improve ang ako ang katunga assign nimo katong nagkuan ka sa machine is mas mo kuan gani mo ma-train pagod ka, and also dili pud na nimo pwede ipasa sa lain ang imong gi-assign nga trabaho sa mga dili ka mao. So that is your responsibility kung sa imuha na gi-assign. And also sa chemical handling. So in the chemical handling, the training on the safe handling and storage of the cleaning chemicals, and then emergency procedures. So training on what to do in case of fire. So duol kay na sila sa sunog, labi na kung technology ang ilang panggamit, and accidents or other emergency. So dapat na sila emergency procedures, no? So ang kaning emergency procedures is to establish the clear emergency protocols and hazardous incidents, no? And also, kanang example ani is to evacuation plans. So clearly mark escape routes and assembly points. So evacuation plans, so dapat na ay kanang makahibaw ang mga workers nga kato siya is fire exit to ingon ana, or kani siya ay mao ni siya diri ang agianan if possible kung naay sunog or other ng earthquake, ingon ana, mga emergency, no? And next is the first aid training. So need good ni ang first aid training. For example, ang imong co-workers kay naay injury, so naman ay naka-assign kung kana siya from medical team na siya, so kato siya ang tambal sa na-injured. And also emergency contact for anang najud na yung mga emergency contact in case of mga emergency. And the fire safety, katong gingon nga na ay fire exit na sila agianan. So nya nasa sila mga fire distinguisher or fire alarms or fire drills. Na sila dapat kumpleto na sila. Labi na kung na sila sa fish processing technology. So na sila sa technology na assign, no, or na sila permit diha. And the next one is the equipment safety. So regularly inspect and maintain the processing equipment for safety. So dili nila na pasagdan ang mga equipment or mga machines nga ilahang gipanggamit, dapat na nila i-check. So naa may check ana na naka-assign ana. So they need to check that regularly kay para sa ilahang safety. And maintaining the processing equipment for safety, and also para dili siya kana ganing, for example, ang katong inyong gihimo nga sardines na niya, ang katong machine is taya na, so makadaot na siya, dapat na ay kanang mag-inspect good, no? Parehas na sa pag process of fish, no, nga need po na siya i-inspect before nimo i-cut, before nimo kanang portions and i-package, no, na jud na siya i-process. And next one is hygiene standard. Maintain strict hygiene protocols to prevent contamination. So as a workers, no, kanang dapat mag-maintain ka kaning hygiene standard. So maintaining the strict hygiene protocols to prevent contamination. So for example, before ka mo hikap ato or before mo magkuan atong sample sardines, nag-process mo ana. So before ka mo hikap, bisag naka-gloves ka, you need to wash your hands, no? And also sanitation ka, regularly cleaning and sanitizing all work surface and equipment. Then pest control, so implementing measures to prevent anang mga pests from entering the facility. Then waste management, no, so properly disposing the waste to prevent contamination. As a worker or bisan insa ka man, you need to know on how to kanang paglabay or dispose sa sagbot. And then lastly is the health monitoring. So health monitoring, implement a health check for employee to ensure the fitness for duty. So health monitoring, it is very essential for the workers. So implementing healthy checks for employees to ensure the fitness for their duty. Example, pre-employment screening. So they conduct the health checks to ensure the workers that they are fit for the job. And then regular checkups, no? So providing periodic health checkups to monitor the employee's health. And illness reporting. So kung naa siya ay gibatyag or nakagibatyag, you need to report that one. So encouraging the employee to report any illness or any symptoms that could affect the food safety. Kaya syempre dili ra ba na kanang kuan ang inyong trabaho, no? So kanang dili sayon, and also para pud na sa safety sa uban and health sa uban. So dapat you need to take care of yourself first before you take care to others, no? So to ensure that one nga dapat safe healthy ka and safety pud ka, no, before ka mo sud anang trabaho. And sick leave policies. So kani kay kuan naman gud ni kanang crucial na ni sa uban, no, nga kanang naay mga sick leave policies. So providing paid sick leave to encourage employees to stay home when sick. So ang uban ani kay bisag gilantan sila para na mga maestra, di ba, bisag maglitan sila is dog na maguro na sila sweldo, no? And sa uban pod mga kanang company ngun ana pod sila. So that is the healthy and safety regulation, the personal protection, katong mag-wear jud ang mga workers og kanang proper attire like sa mask, apron, or kanang sa head nilyan, no, or kanang gloves, no. Then training programs, so they need to attend anang mga training programs, no, para sa ilang safety and safety practices and regulation. And then emergency procedures, so naadira masuda na sila sa establish a clear emergency protocols sa mga hazardos, no, and equipment safety. So para safety ang equipment, they need to kanang inspect regularly, and hygiene standards. So as a workers, you need to maintain a proper hygiene. And then health monitoring, so it is very essential na sa mga workers nga na jud na sila health monitoring sa ilahang work. So the technology innovation in fish processing. The first one is automation. The next is the cold chain. The third is water treatment. Then fourth, the sustainability, and the lastly, the quality control. So technology innovation in fish processing. So technology innovation in fish processing aims to improve the efficiency, sustainability, and the quality control and overall productivity. So the first one there is automation. So it integrates the robots for efficient cleaning and filleting the tasks. So for example, robotic filleting, no, robots can accurately and quickly fill the fish, reducing the labor cost and increasing the yield. And also automated cleaning. So robots can clean processing equipment, no, kanang any facilities, ensuring the hygiene and reducing the risk of contaminations. And then sorting and grading. So, in automated system, use sensors and vision technology to sort the fish by their size, by their weight, and by the quality of the fish. And then the next one is the cold chain. So cold chain, it's the implementing advanced refrigeration for maintaining fish quality during the transport. So kaning cold chain, example ani is a temperature monitoring. So using sensors and devices that can monitor the temperature throughout the supply chain and improves the refrigeration system, kanang mag-implement sila og energy efficient and environmentally friendly refrigeration system. And also insulated packaging. So insulated packaging using advanced insulated packaging to maintain the temperature during the transport. And the next one is the water treatment. So water treatment using filtration technology to ensure the safe processing water. For example, implementing filtration system to remove impurities or bacteria or mga any contaminants from the processing in water. Then recycling system. So using water cycle or recycling systems to reduce water consumption and minimize the environmental impacts. And UV sterilization using ultraviolet or UV light to sterilize the water and also to prevent the growth of harmful microorganisms. And the fourth one is the sustainability. So sustainability, employing eco-friendly practices to minimize the environmental impacts. So, for example, the waste reduction. So, kaning waste reduction, implementing the technologies to reduce the waste and the recycled byproducts. And energy efficiency. So, using energy efficient equipment and renewable energy, kato ganina, magamit og mga renewable energy sources nga makareduce sa carbon footprint. And sustainable packaging using biodegradable and recyclable packaging material. The last one is the quality control. So, utilizing sensors to monitor freshness and detect spoilage effectively. For example, electronic noises, noses. So, using electronic noses to detect the volatile compounds, and pH sensors. So, kaning pH sensors kay makamonitor ni siya sa mga pH levels to assess sa freshness and quality. And imaging technology using hyperspectral image to detect the defects and the contaminants. So, that is the technology innovation in fish processing, the automation, the cold chain, the water treatment, the sustainability, and the quality control. So, in the next slide, the best practices for fish processing facilities. So, the first one is hygiene, Pariha ganina, proper hygiene need good kay sa workers. So, the best practices na dry hygiene, sanitation, temperature, pest control, equipment, quality control, training, waste management. So, gibalik-balik na ni ang uban. So, these practices ensure the food safety. Safety sa ato ang ibaligya, diba? Naghuna-huna po sa safety sa uban, dili lang sa atong kaugalingon. And the product quality, kung unsa ang quality sa isda nga inyuhang gibaligya or sa inyuhang product, and operational efficiency and of environmental sustainability. So the hygiene, it ensure all the staff follow strict hygiene protocols at all times. So gibalik na ni ganina nga dapat naa kay proper hygiene, mo follow ka og mga rules about sa hygiene protocols, So for example, ani kay kanang maghunaw ka before ka mo perform sa pagprocess sa fish, di ba? It is very essential nga before you perform dapat naka-wash ang imuhang hands and to ensure the safety sa uban. So, and the other one is clean attire. So, dili jud ka mo kupay sa isda or mo apel sa pag-process kung hugaw ka, no? Dapat ready na ka, no? Naka-mask na ka, naka-apron na ka, naka-gloves na ka, ingon ana. And then, personal cleanliness. So, maintaining the personal cleanliness. As a worker, or as nagtrabaho, you know, na dapat ka nang limpyado sad ka, or limpyado sad ka. Kay para man na sa safety sa uban, kay pagkaon man na ang inyong i-process, di ba? And the next one is the sanitation. So, implement regular sanitation schedule for processing areas. So, implement the regular sanitation schedule for processing areas. So, cleaning schedule. No, nadyo na yung mga cleaning schedule. So, kaning cleaning schedule is to establishing the detailed cleaning and sanitation schedule. And the next one is the proper disinfection using approved sanitizing agents. And then regular cleaning and sanitizing all the surface, all the equipment nga inyong use, and utensils nga inyong use. So, dapat before and after, good na ninyong limpyuhan ang inyong gigamit. And the next one is the temperature. Maintain a proper temperatures for fish storage to ensure the freshness. So, katong pinakauna na akong gidiscuss nga dapat consistent ka sa imuhang, dapat sakto ang imuhang gibutang dito nga temperature. And also, for example, sa cold storage. So, in storing the fish at a temperature, nadyo na siya sa mga below 4 degree Celsius. And sa temperature monitoring, dapat regularly mo siyang i-monitor, no? And mag-record ka sa ihang storage temperature, and repeat quickly cooling fish after the processing. The next one is the pest control. Establish the pest control measures to prevent the contamination. So, establish a pest control to measure the prevent contaminations. So, preventive measures. So, sealing the entry of points, maintaining cleanliness, and properly storing the waste. And also, regular inspection. So, it is very, na-enjoy inspection nga mahitabo after, no, and before, no. And conducting regular pest inspection. Pest control program. Implementing a pest control program with licensed professional. So, need na siya mga professionals nga naa sa mga agricultures, ingon anak. And the next one is the equipment. So, equipment use modern, well-maintained equipment for optimal processing efficiency. So, regular maintenance, no? Conducting routine maintenance and repairs, and equipment cleaning. So, cleaning and sanitizing the equipment after each use, or ibutang ninyo siya sa proper niya nga butanganan. And modern technology, investing in modern equipment to improve efficiency and reduce the waste. Next one is the quality control. So, quality control, conduct frequent quality checks on raw materials and final products. So, raw material inspection. So, inspecting incoming fish for freshness and quality. Then, process monitoring. Monitoring the key parameters during the process, such as the temperature and the pH niya. And final product testing, no? Na siya testing nga mahitabo sa iyang final product before na nila ipagawas or before na nila ibaligya. For the quality, like for the safety and the compliance of regulations, kung nakafollow ba sila sa rules, no? Next one is the training. So, training, regularly train staff on best practices and safety procedure. Kung naning explain ganina ang training, they need training, no, ang mga workers para sa ilang safety, and also sa ilang hygiene training or sa quality control nga training, no, dapat nida sila ang mga workers. Lastly is the waste management. Waste management, develop effective waste management practices to minimize the environmental impacts. So, waste segregation, you know, di ba, discuss na ko ni kanina. The waste segregation is to separating the different types of waste for the proper disposal or recycling. So, nadyo na malata, di malata, o magamit pa, no? So magamit pa imo jud na ilahi kay makuan man na siya, ma-recycled man na siya. And the waste reduction, implementing measure reduce waste generation and recycling programs, participating in recycling programs and using recyclable materials. So that's the best practices for fish processing facilities. The first one, the hygiene, the sanitation, the temperature, the pest control, the equipment, the quality control, the training, and then lastly, the waste management. So now magkuantan demonstration ta no. So for example, you need to imagine your fish processors in a coastal community. You start with the fresh fish each day. So first, you need you carefully inspect the fish, no? So the first one, the first thing that you need to do is to check the fish freshness, no? To ensure that that is fresh, no? And handling it gently to avoid stress. Next is you need to fillet the fish skillfully, removing the bones and skin, making it easier for customer to cook. So dapat imuha na siyang itarong og kanang sample, this is the fish, no, na-inspect na nimo. So imuha na siyang ikat, imo na kung gusto sa customer ipakat na, so imo na siyang ikat. Like what I said ganina nga, kung unsa nimo pagkat nga side sa tail to head, in na luyo ana, back ana, mao sad sa pagkakat niya para same size siya or dili ka maglibog sa pagkuan ana sa size niya. And then you need to portion, no, the fillets into uniform sizes. So kung nakat na nimo, imuha siyang ikuan kung ang iyang sizes same ba siya. So dapat uniform siya. They cook evenly and look appealing on shelves. Nindot man siya nga same kung same sizes, kabantay mo man ang mga chef. So they need to cut the fish carefully, and also they ensures that that is the same sizes ang ilahang pagkat, no? And also in lastly, nahuman na nimo og inspect, nahuman nimo og cut, no? Nabuwag na nimo ang bukog na proper na use na nimo, na cut na nimo siya into portion na nimo siya ba nga same sizes sila. Ang last is you need to package them carefully. So in packaging, the portion in vacuum sealed bags, nakadepende na sa mo kung unsa imuhang butangan sa isda, and labeling them clearly nga maklaro sa mopalit. Pareha ng mga sardines, no? Kabantay mo ng sardines na nadre mga suppose sardines ni nadra seniorita or family, then nadra sa luyo niya is na ay expiration date or kana sa siyang gihimo, and diri kay naa siya code, na siya place diri nga ginanggi butang kung asa siya gi-make, no? Nya nadra mga ingredients, so gingon ana nila. And by doing this, you add value to your fish, making it more attractive to customers and longer lasting and more profitable. And your customer get high quality products, and your business mas mo grow pa ang imong business because of the better prices and demand, no? So dapat as kanang mamaligya ka, you need to know your konsad limitations, and also you need to know the safety first good ang imong unahon. So that is my assigned topic in the fish processing technology. So that's all. Thank you for listening.